Come dream with me tonight. Let's go to far off places and search for treasures bright. Come dream with me tonight. Let's build a giant airship and sail into the sky. Let's watch the ground so far below. Let's watch the birds as they fly by, fly so high. Come dream with me tonight.
Okay, folks, welcome to an LP that's not a Mario game and is one that I've wanted to do for a very long time because, God, do I love Ristar. Oh, and if you are familiar with the game and you don't pronounce it Ristar, then I guess you're just going to have to get used to the fact that I do, and I just honestly hope it doesn't drive you crazy. Because, I mean, I guess you could also pronounce it Ristar, or even Ristar, I guess. But I've always pronounced it Ristar, and that's just the way it's going to be. So yeah, what the hell is this game? Well, it's a very pretty platformer, much in the tradition of Sonic, except with less of a focus on speed and more of a focus on just being awesome and using your ridiculously flexible arms to smash things with your ridiculously hard head. And this part of the music coming up right now is awesome. Now, see, whenever I show this game to someone for the first time, like a friend or whatever, I'll always make them watch the intro. And once they get to this part in the intro, they're always like, "Oh, yeah, Sonic!" And I'm just kind of like, well, not really. If I had had my way, Ristar would have been Sega's mascot instead of Sonic, because he's just that freaking awesome. Look at him! He's a star with gloves and sneakers! And so, yeah, but I keep talking about this Ristar Super. What does that mean? It means I go into it means I push the wrong button. But yeah, see, normally Ristar just has two difficulty levels, normal and hard. The only difference is in the amount of energy you have and the number of lives you have. But once you beat the game on hard, it tells you this password. Hey, try super password to play on super difficulty. So what the hell's super difficulty? Well, you only get 1 unit of energy, and you only get 1 life, and you can't get any more of either. So it means 1 hit, you're dead, game over. But to make up for that, they do give you infinite continues. But a continue isn't nearly as good as an extra life because you always have to go all the way back to the beginning of the level. But yeah, I mean, what's the hell's the point of playing on Super? I don't know, more of a challenge or something? But this is gonna hopefully be a no-death run. You can stop laughing now. I really do mean that. I know that the words Doc Sigma and no death run really have no business being even in the same county as each other, but, you know, we'll just see how it goes. Oh yeah, so since you can't get more energy or more lives, come on, there we go. See, that should have, I believe, been energy, or possibly even a 1-up, but, so now any of the treasure chests should have contained extra energy or extra lives, now just contain these little gems that are worth points. Because there's no way to get extra lives. See that 0 down there? That's not going up. See that star in the upper right-hand corner? That's my energy. That's not going up. The funny thing is, some of the gems, which, you know, replace the stars that give you energy, or the little Ristar figures that give you 1-ups, some of them aren't even worth any goddamn points. I'm not kidding. Sometimes you will get a gem that says 0 points. I'll point one out when it comes, but you'll see it when it happens, because the upper left-hand corner will always show you how many points a gem is worth. And this is the last time I'm trying this, because this is frustrating me. Ah, yes, a nice... Oh shit, I usually take a hit here. Careful. Oh, beautiful. Fuck that. Actually, no, I want that treasure chest. I'm gonna get it the hard way. Hard way. Okay, why did I giggle at that? It's not funny. Oh shit. Just take damage here. Okay, take care of the enemy. You know, the main enemies on this are kind of like Goombas, except they come in a lot of different colors and flavors, and some of them float, and some of them shoot fire, but they don't quite look like Goombas. I don't really know what they're called. For some reason, they've always reminded me of a combination of Goombas and the Dow scrubbing bubbles. Well, I guess I'll show you this thing. These little things are cool. You grab onto them, you spin around, you let go, you go flying. Because you're Ristar, the shooting star. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, if you spin around on it really fast, you'll become invincible. It's pretty cool. I'll show you that later. Oh god, this mini-boss. I hate this mini-boss. He can show up friggin' anywhere and do damage to you. And in case you're wondering how the hell I just passed through him without taking damage, well, you notice how Ristar's main thing is that he grabs onto shit with his hands and then smashes his head. And then when he's done, he does a little flip. Well, when you're doing that flip, 9 times out of 10 you're invincible. Oh, here's one of these things. I'll show you what I was talking about. And I didn't want to go to the left. So at the end of the level, and if you get really high at the end of the level, you get a lot of points. I think the most you can get is a weird number, like 21,300 or something. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, after Ristar bounces off something, he does a little backflip because he's just so frickin' badass like that. Well, while you're doing that backflip, you're invincible. Maybe, kinda, sort of. I'll watch off that lizard. If you just run to the right, you're fucked and that lizard will get you. Now look at those little Goombas in baby cradles or something, I don't know. But yeah, while you're doing that little backflip, you're invincible a lot of the time, but not always, and all I can say is, it's like instinct, you kind of know. Like sometimes when you're fighting a boss or something, you'll intentionally want to bounce off of something, the wall or whatever, just so you can get that little backflip of invincibility, for lack of a better term. And let's knock over some trees, because that's a good thing to do. I recommend that to everyone. Oh, watch out for that! Oh, I hate the enemies that switch between the background and foreground. If I manage to get to World 6, we're going to see an entire mini-boss that does that up the ass. Ugh. Up the ass with Toad's 18-foot dildo. Oh, no, no, no. Let's be more civilized. Let's not take a hit here. Damn, I really don't want to take any hits in this run. Because a hit means death, and it means game over. Guess I just want to prove that I can beat a game. I don't know. That's not it. I'm being ridiculous. Being ridiculous. Little careful. Okay. Now this is an interesting part here. You have to be careful. If you go up, there's a shitload of enemies, and you have to do the flying comet thing to not take damage and kill them. With the lights out. So what you want to do is you want to smack that big plant to turn the lights back on. And there's a frog in the background who does wacky shit. He makes stuff fall, and it's hard to see it. Whatever. We're near the end of the level anyway. Just gotta think there's one more lizard dude. And yeah, here he is. Careful, careful! Come on, grab him, you idiot. Don't let him get away! I think we're near the end of the level. My spidey senses, yeah, there we go. We're at the end of the level. Come on, let's try to get a nice big score here. And again? Again with the pulling to the goddamn left! I just don't understand it. Great, 500 points. Yeah, way to go, Doc. Yeah, you're a champion. Okay, time for the first boss, Rijo. He's actually, if you watch the introduction, you'll recognize this dude. He's kind of like, he was the guy who summoned Ristar, actually, and so I guess he's like, I don't know, the leader of this planet or something, and he's definitely a good guy. So why the fuck are you fighting him? Well, you'll see. You'll see. I love that little effect there. It's kind of like a curtain opening. Very cool for the Genesis. Hey, I'm smacking him even though he doesn't look like an evil guy. Let's see this little nasty bastard on his back controlling him. So you just smack Rijo until the little bastard falls off. Smack the little bastard. Go have cheese and toast. Or something, I don't know. And like many not Sega, what's the word? Oh yeah, like many fighting games, actually, of the 80s and 90s, a lot of the bosses in this game will change color to let you know how much damage you're done. Speaking of damage, this boss is already over. Trivial. Oh, just for this first world only, I'm not going to be doing any talking for the next part, just because it's one of my favorite scenes and favorite songs in video game history, and here it comes. Okay, see you next time, folks. Cheers.